Now I'm scrolling back here to my library top, and I'm looking at here, we have sample. Notice in the bottom that we can audition the samples. We showed you that already, of course. We can audition the effects. Notice I go to instruments. We can't audition instruments. Look at sounds, the same thing. I'm going through sounds here and I can't audition them. And here we have groups. We can't audition groups because they're just total groups. So the reason why we can't audition sounds, let's go back to clap, let's say, for example, here. And I'm going to load a clap in. I'll double click this. You'll notice now there are a bunch of different sounds here. There's the sound here, the key sound. There's a maximizer. There's a transient master. There's a reverb there, right? So if I hit this, all that is happening at once. So the reason why we can't audition is because we have to load in a lot of different effects and maybe the sound itself to get an idea of what it is. Now here you see I put down sample. There's no sample there, right? Here's the keyboard. And each one that is there, here's the main original key sound, that sample for the clap. But all these effects, the maximizer up to the reverb, have to be applied. So we won't hear that as an audition sound. Let's clear this out and reset this first slot there. Great. Now, when it comes to these groups, you can't really audition the groups, right? I need to load them in. So I can double click to load them, or I can just press the load button here and select the group, and it loads in. But notice now it loads in with a pattern. And you see we have these notes here. These little blocks which represent notes and timing for that particular pattern based on our grid right here. Let's press play. Play start, rather. We can control the audio from right here on top, bring this down a little bit, and play it from play start again. I can hit play start again to start again, or I can hit play to stop it. So we can load in our kits from here. And that's what this button here does. It loads in this data here, a pattern. So if I turn this off, and now I load a kit in, the old pattern still remains there, right? So let's undo, undo, undo. And now we're blank again. I'll go back here and load this in. And now we just load in the kit. As you can see. And there's no pattern loaded. So if I select here, and then I load it again, now we have a pattern for this kit. It's in the red here in the top. Be careful of that. Let's bring it down. So when you do load a kit in, be careful of where your audio levels are. That's important. You don't want to blow your speakers. You want to make sure you pretty much start pretty low. So whenever you load a new kit in, let's go back to here. Make sure your levels are right. Okay, perfect.